So Deen the Great is on a generationally awful run right now. Dude is getting cooked left, right, and centre. He got the shit slapped out of him by Larry Wills. No lick back. Let's talk about the Larry Wills situation first. He wasn't moving necessarily disrespectful, I would say, but he was doing a bit too much, and Larry Wills was clearly uncomfortable, and he wasn't trying to get his wife involved in that, any of that stuff. So he was trying to tell the guy, like, bro, you got to chill. But he just kept going and kept going. So I don't know what he expected to happen, right? At the end of the day, when it's a grown man, you're a grown man, and it gets to a point where you don't care if you're on camera or not. Because, honestly, Deen the Great could sue both these dudes, Larry Wills and the other dude that banged him in the face. He could sue them for an arm and a leg if he wanted to. But he was antagonising, particularly against Larry Will. But it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro. He tried to hug his wife and all that, and then just got the shit slapped out of him. When that happens, bro, you got to right there and there. If okay, let's go, bro. We're fighting now. There's no talking. There's no chilling out. That point, you've got to fight, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he was just took the slap, just took it, and then went off and was chilling. And then was like, we got to have a 30-second fade. And obviously Larry was ain't really trying to fight him. And obviously, because, Larry was a grown-ass man. He's not here to fight people, right? Deen the Great's obviously trying to fight, but he's not really trying to fight. Do you know what I mean? If you're trying to fight, just fight. Don't talk about fighting. If you actually want to fight, you fight, right? So, yeah. I mean, that didn't happen. But then the day after, I think it was literally the day after, if not maybe a couple of days after, he's at the event or wherever, like the house party, wherever he's at, and he bumps into Tiki, whatever his last name is. He fought in the UFC, never won a fight in the UFC. He's most known for getting slept by Robbie Lawler years and years ago, back when Robbie Lawler was a young guy doing that to guys. But everyone's saying like he elbowed him. That was not an elbow. That was a clean punch to the jaw, from what I saw. There was no elbow. People were like, oh, well, he elbowed Deen the Great. No, that was a clean punch to the jaw. If we're talking about the same clip, if it's the same clip we're talking about, that I've just watched, he got banged in. That was a punch, bro. It was short. It was super close because they're in elbow distance, obviously, but it was the fist that connected with his jaw. Again, bro, I don't know what this guy's on. Is he just trying to get smoked for views? Granted, I mean, he's gone viral, loads of people that have never heard of this dude now know who he is. So is it worth it? I mean, obviously we live in a world where clearly it is worth it, but it shouldn't be. It's obvious we live in a world where Deen the Great's now made himself, a star, at least for the moment. At least for the next couple of weeks, couple of months, he's going to be a star now. He needs to make the most of it. And you do that by trying to get your lick backs. Try and get your licks back. Sorry. But Deen the Great, bro, you're going out sad. You're going out tremendously sad. But again, this is by design, no doubt. And this is, a bit of a smart play from him, if I'm being honest. Because like I said, loads of people that have never heard of this dude before now have heard of him. And I'm making a video about it. And never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I'd be making a video about Deen the Great. The fuck? I've heard of his name before because of the influence of boxing, but I couldn't tell you the first thing about him. I couldn't even tell you if he was a good boxer or not, or good for influence of boxing or whatever. I couldn't even tell you because I've literally never heard of dude before this happened, right? So we'll see. Maybe you should box Rampage's son since he's a free man. That'd be pretty jokes, actually. They should make that happen. Fuck, that is a great fight. That is a great fight. But yeah, super curious to know what you guys thought of not just the Larry Wills situation, but both situations that Deen the Great found themselves in. I'd be super curious to know what you guys think in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.